Hello, true believers. Time to do another Police Gone Wild video. And this time, as you can see, it's with my Bitcoin wallet. I have this Bitcoin apps that I was using, that was connected to my email. And of course, as you could see from when they raided my house, we could probably do a video on that. So I actually got this video from somebody anonymous, that that it was from Chris from Cebu, and he actually got the video of that. So let's take a look at that. So here's let's make sure we get this correct here. So this is police in let's see if I can get his name in here. Make sure it's correct here. Here we go. Chief Inspector John Paras. I repeat, John Paras. So know his name, know his face, know exactly who he is, because this is a dangerous man. And I don't want to, let's say, I don't want to say what happened to him, but he is no longer going to be joining us anymore. And I have court documents that say that he's no longer going to be joining us, that he is no longer nowhere to be found. Okay. Something happened to him that there's no way he is going to be joining us anymore. What that is, I don't know. I just know from my court documents, from his replacement, Subarin, for my last court documents video, that he is no longer going to be joining us. Okay. And so how did they hack into my Bitcoin account? So as you can see, here is our friend John Paras. So this is John Paras. He's the chief inspector. He was the one in charge. He's the one who made all the decisions. And he's no longer going to be joining us. So after they did the entrapment, he says that I was caught with girls in the hotel room. Now, keep this in mind. This is the person that planned the whole entire operation. He was the one who planned. He was the one who made the decisions. Okay, we're going to catch him in the hotel room. So you can say what you want about me, but he was the one who actually planned it. Okay, so we're going to use the blue ball entrapment. I repeat, blue balls. Now, if there's I don't think there's any women watching this, but if there's any men, we don't have to describe what blue balls is. Blue balls is there's no defense. It's done. We're going to use the blue ball operation. So blue balls, we'll call it blue balls here. So it's an entrapment. So it's going to continue. So he planned it. So he went up to the parents and he said, okay, he went to the parents, and we're going to use your two girls. So he'll be raped, and so they need to get naked, and they need to be raped in the motel, so we can arrest him. You understand that? This is the guy who said that. This is the guy who ordered them. You are going to get in that hotel room. You are going to get naked, and you are going to be raped by him, so we can arrest him and we can charge him with rape. Because if you don't get in the hotel room with him, if you don't get naked with him, then we have no reason to arrest him. Just like they said, just like one of the police during their testimony, why didn't you just arrest him? Why, when he showed up, when he got in the car, when they were eating in the restaurant, why didn't you arrest him? Well, he hasn't raped him yet. So whose decision was that? It's his decision. They said, I don't know. I go, who made that decision? Him. But we can't talk to him, and we can't ask him that question, and we can't cross-examine him because he's no longer available. He will no longer be joining us. But that was his plan. He's the one who orchestrated this, not me. So is there any laws being broke by using girls in this entrapment? Yes. Endangering so they could be raped? Yes. What about the parents? Yes. What about him? Is there a law being broken by using the girls in an entrapment so they have to be raped? Yes. And why would this person do all this? So now afterwards, so get this, after entrapment, they already had the search warrant ready in hand. So he said no bail. So they came to my house, right? Here's my house over here. Check it out. So they're going through it. Imagine the terror, the boss, the kids. We got all these guys. And by the way, remember, there was no evidence of any of anything. We did the demurrer. A demurrer said, so what? Yes, I have computers. Yes, I use the internet. Yes, I did all those things. Okay, so what? The judge said, this is not human trafficking. This is not rape. He even gave an example of what human trafficking is. You can't just come to my house and just say all of a sudden, just because I use a computer, just because I use internet, that all of a sudden I'm guilty of cybercrime, human trafficking. So as you can see, and then they got that's actually Hero's laptop right there that they got, and they told him to open it up. And I couldn't stop him. The boss wasn't there to stop him. She was all over the place. Her mind was going a million miles. And I was already in the back of the police car, handcuffed. So child trafficking. So I'm guilty of, so here's all my equipment. What other evidence do you need? You have all my cameras. You have all my computers now. I have nothing. You have it already. You've stolen it already. So the question has to be asked, so why would the whole entire cybercrime police department do something like this? Why would they go through all this trouble? Why would they tell those girls? Why would all those, but by the way, it's like if the police tell you to do something, over here you're going to do it. Why? Because they'll put you in jail if you don't do it. Or you put you in the secret jail if you don't do it. So you can't really put blame on the girls and the parents if they don't do it. So you have to say it's like, oh, then you went on a technicality because you paid off the family, you paid off the girls. That's not the enemy over here. The enemy over here is the police. How do you pay off the police? You can't pay off the police. You pay off the police, you're dead. There's no reason for them to keep you alive. So let's go back to, so now you saw our friend over here. And so now that you saw his face, so I can't even, I tried to Google him. I can't even find him anywhere. So now we have to ask the question is why? Why would these people make up lies? And the answer is so simple. Why would they make up these heinous crimes, try to put me in jail for the rest of my life in front of 3 judges after they did all this? It's like, what else do you want? You can't just, I'll give you an example. Let's say for argument's sake, the girls are paid off. So you paid them, it doesn't matter. You paid them $1 million pesos, $1 million. Here you go, here, just drop the case, right? They'll say, yeah, we'll take the money, we'll drop the case. Okay, so we just what? Right? Then the police are going to show up. It's like, no, you're not going to drop the case. Why? We want to drop the case. We already got $1 million. So that we're not going to let you. Because if you don't testify, then he's going to get out free. And then people are going to know that we're the real criminals in this situation. So either you go to jail or you testify. So what are you going to do? Or you die. So what are you going to do if you're just a poor person here and the police are intimidating you and they got the guns? Of course you're going to testify, even if you got paid $1 million. Just like that Korean businessman whose wife had paid. Even if you pay and you pay, you're still going to die. Okay, even if you pay, you're still going to go into prison. And why? Because he's already dead. And they're going to go to prison. Just like over here, so here's my Bitcoin wallet. So they were able to access it through, I assume, Hero's computer. And we'll look at the history. And as you can see, I was arrested July 18th, 19th, that night. It went into July 19th. And over here, you could see, we'll take a look at the history. And what's really sad is that, so we'll start in August. And let me get to what he did. So after they have access to my Bitcoin wallet, so this is the cybercrime police, and I assume John Paris, because he's the one in charge and he's the one who knows what he's doing. Let me get to the point where there. So what's sad is, so after he accessed it, so August 3rd, so he started digging into my emails. I'm not going anywhere, so he started doing it. And the sad part is, so he used this account to send money requests to everybody. So on August 3rd, let me see if I can erase. On August 3rd, somebody sent 10,000 pesos. I repeat, after all the people that he sent money requests to that was contributing money to her account, nobody sent money except one person, and he sent 10,000 pesos. So if you look over here, this is what he did, and you can see these are the minuses from the account: minus 500, minus 300. So he was able to subtract money from that 10,000 pesos. And then also, so subtract. The green is addition, and subtract. So he's sending it to wallet number, I'm not sure what that is. And then here we were able to get a Union Bank online deposit, which is from a Union Bank, which is $2,000. So this is in addition to the credit cards. This is my other bank account, and so he was able to send 100,000 to this using my account. So they're doing this cybercrime. So cybercrime police so we were able to he was able to withdraw 20,000, 10,000, 30,000, 30,000, 95,000. So the dates are after it, all in August or September, as you could see. While this was all, I was in prison, August 31, 2018. So you could see. So a lot of money went through it. So this is the cybercrime police committing cybercrime. So these are the same people that are supposed to prevent or convict or catch the people that are. And what do you do when the cybercrime police are the ones actually doing cybercrime themselves? So what I did was I downloaded the history. So as you can see over here, and lo and behold, 2 names showed up. So he was using this squirrel@coins.ph account. I don't know, this must be a dummy account, but he sent 36,000 pesos, 36,000 pesos to these 2 people over here. So first is this one over here, which is, let me get the name correct. If you click on that, it will say his name, Viermon Barte Carrel. So somehow we'll just assume that John Paras knows this person, and this is who he sent the stolen money from. Okay, he has no right to any of this money. This was actually money sent by David S. for the girls for their braces. And I'm sorry, David S., the money that you gave was actually stolen. The ones you can see, this is what happened to the 100,000. It was John Paras stole the money and sent it to Viermon Barte Carrel. Viermon Barte Carrel. And the other one is Ingrid Labregas de Reparin. I repeat, Ingrid Labregas de Reparin. So these people over here, obviously we have evidence, electronic evidence over here of electronic cybercrime over here, that they stole money and that they're recipients of stolen money. You can make the argument that they could probably say that they don't know that it was stolen money, but where would this person all of a sudden get this kind of money? You know, 36,000 at a time. I think that might have been the limit. So after I got their names, I decided, well, let's look them up. You know, who are they? So let's look at Ingrid and Viernon. So we'll look at Ingrid and Viernon. So let's look at Viernon first. So if you go to Viernon, so here he is, Barte Carrel. So you could put a face on the criminals, the real criminals over here. And like I said, when it comes to money over here in the Philippines, people will make up any lies just for money. They'll kill people, they'll murder people, they rape, torture, murder illegally, do these searches, and throw me under the bus, say all these things about me. So how do you plan two girls to get named with all the parents and everybody in the news media showing up? How do you plan something like that, and why? So Viermon Barte Carrel can get money. So if you could look at it, this is public, it's on his Facebook. I'm definitely the best of my kind. Well, whoever, I wish I could find out what is it that's your kind, and why is it that this person sent you money? So if you want to know more about this person, you could look it up. And here's his pictures. Here's his post. He's one April 15th. So it looks like he's got some recent posts over here. So that's the person that he sent. One of the people that he sent our money to. It's not my money. It's our money. So you could look at it. So here it is. This is the person that one of them, as you could see in black and white. So they did all this so they can get all my credit cards, my bank accounts, my equipment, my cameras, my phone, our car. And then the second one is this person. Ingrid Ani Rapid. So you could look her up on Facebook yourself. So here's the other person that got sent the money to. So as you can see in black and white, I'm just following the trail. I'm just following where the money went. Okay, the money was stolen, and where did the money go? It went to this person over here. It looks like she's Muslim. She's from General Santos, Philippines. I think they're both from General Santos, Philippines. So you could take a look at that person enjoying our money. So that's why. So now we know the explanation why that we had to go through all this is because of money. So the police had financial incentive. They're paid off to prosecute me. And why? Is because they could steal money because of technology. And this is my fault. I didn't secure it properly. I didn't think I was complacent after vlogging for over 10 years that the police weren't going to come in and then be able to use Hero through his laptop to be able to access my email and to be able to access our Bitcoins and then be able to transfer money to this person. So that is the reason why this all happened. Why anybody, so once it comes to money, they'll make up any lies about you. It'll hurt you, it'll hurt your family, they'll hurt anybody just for money. And this is the kind of thing you have to know about the Philippines. Where is the humanity? Why would you do this to another person so you could have money? Because you don't have any money, and also because of jealousy. We have beautiful girls, we have money, we're enjoying ourselves. So between greed and jealousy, then anything can happen. An innocent man being called a rapist internationally. And the hardest part is everybody will believe it because especially when they want to believe it. When you want to believe a lie, then it becomes the truth, no matter how fabricated or how you should know better not to trust the police. And this is why. So anyway, I could probably go on more about but I'll go ahead and end it here. So let me know what your thoughts and comments are. What do you think about now you know the motive of the police, that they'll make up anything, that they'll take an innocent man. The weird thing was that they used a virgin to accuse me of rape, which I was shocked. I almost fell off my prison bunk when I read that statement. And I said, okay, there's hope here, but I still don't know until they took the stand and see what they were going to actually say. So they actually took the stand. They actually testified. So for everybody that said that, like, oh, they got paid off, then why did they still take the stand, and why did they still testify? And they testified that no, they weren't sold. But that's what the police said. Well, you can't. Then you'll need proof of it. They can't say that this was done, they were trafficked, when they have no proof of it. When okay, so you were sold for sex. Did you actually have sex? Yes. Do you have proof of it? No, because my medical legal report says I never had sex with anybody. Oh, that's just too bad. So so you can't say that. So, and then this is the reason why it's so simple. The people over here, especially, even the police. And then what do you expect them to do? To get money. They're doing, whether it's right or wrong, it's something that they can do. So that person, John Paras, you already know, he wanted to get on TV. He wanted to get money. They've never convicted anybody of cybercrime or human trafficking. And they wanted this big fish. And also, but the real reason why is you think they're doing their jobs, and the real reason why is because of money. So they could steal money. So I don't know what else it's going to take for you people to realize that these are the real criminals here in the Philippines, that I was the victim over here, and this is the reason why is because of money. Anyway, let me know what you think about, so I've been meaning to do this video, and like I said, they were able to get into my bank account and they stole Hero's tuition money that was given by Pico. So there was also $10,000 in there that was supposed to go to tuition, the Hero's college fund, and that is stolen by the police. So it's one thing to steal money, but to accuse somebody of rape, especially when the person is a virgin, and put them in jail for several years. And one of the things, the hardest part over here is nobody would help us, because the boss would say, is there anybody you know that could help us, that could make the proper connections? And everybody pretty much said no, because your husband is a rapist. Okay, and that's what the media says, that's what online says, that's what the newspaper says, that's what the black and white says. So I must be a rapist, even though the person is a virgin. That is the sad part of the Philippines. Where is their humanity? There is no humanity when another person will do this to another person. And why? Because of over money. Over stinking money. Okay. And in their defense, how else are they going to? In the Philippines, the only way to get money is to steal it. And you're just going to have to realize that. And once you know that, then you'll know the truth, just like I am dispensing the truth. And now you know the truth. What are you going to do with it? How do you apply it? It's up to you. We could talk about it in the next live stream, or you can let me know in the comments. So it was the good thing is that I am finally out to be able to get my story out. Of course, there's still going to be people that are, even though you show it to them, they're still not going to believe it. They're still going to they're still going to continue believing in the lies. Then what? There is nothing that's going to happen to your life if you continue believing in lies. Anyway, so you've got the information already in hand, and this is dangerous information that can get you killed. So be careful out there. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next vlog. This is Bebels Only. Thanks for watching.